Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel, and we are at our second to last of our knockoff Beast Wars offerings. The more, I guess, recent ones that we've looked at have been KOs of Beast Wars Neo, but now we go all the way back to the original Beast Wars, or maybe Beast Machines. I think that this guy may have came out in Beast Machines. And you look at this and you probably think, hey, that looks like Beast Wars Megatron, and indeed it does, but with this purple and red, or predominantly purple and red color scheme, this is actually a KO of T-Rex. Or is it Grimlock? I'll explain what I mean when we look at this guy in the latest GotBot True review. Hey one, hey all, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, your most humble of hosts, Dennis Moulton, aka GotBot. As always, please like, comment, share. Of course, subscribe, and while you are at it, light 'em up, baby. Hit that notification bell, please. It helps me out a ton, and it lets you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man, the Everything Factor, and all the groups that I'm either a mod or an admin for, as well as all of my social media links. All of that is in the description down below, conveniently for you. And if you're in a position to help the channel to grow, also in the description down below, you can use the donate link, check us out on Patreon, see what we have to offer to you through spring, or of course hit the join button at any given time and become a channel member. And this is a KO of T-Rex. And T-Rex, I said, or is it Grimlock? Because the bio would indicate that T-Rex is Grimlock in a new body, although we do have a Beast Wars Grimlock that really is explained a different way. I'll talk about that in a little bit. I prefer to think of T-Rex as his own individual character. We'll explore his character a little bit. This is certainly not perfect. It is certainly downsized, but it might be an acceptable stand-in for what is essentially somewhat of a fringe character. But don't take my word for it. How about we head over to the table and see how good this guy actually is. And yes, here indeed, we have another Beast Wars KO. This one comes from like the, I'm going to say like the original Beast Wars continuity. Like it's not Beast Wars 2 or Beast Wars Neo. This is the guy that looks mysteriously like Megatron. It, of course, is T-Rex, who is a maximal Dinobot from, you know, the Beast Wars era. Actually, I think he came out in Beast Machines, if I'm not mistaken. And apparently, like, I say Beast Machines because apparently, like, he got, like, reformatted and, like, by the Oracle and, like, I don't know, worked in some constellation close to Cybertron or something. Anyway, through the long and the short of it, apparently he becomes like the leader of the new Dinobots in some of his fiction and gets the nickname Big Rex. There's some hints in his toy bio that he may have been Grimlock, but we know that Grimlock literally is a different character, right? Like, never in fiction was T-Rex presented as Grimlock in a new body. Grimlock is presented as looking very similar to, in fiction now, looking very similar to Dinobot, choosing to reformat into a smaller body than a T-Rex so he would use less energy. That's why some time ago we got that Battle Across Time 2-pack from Amazon that had Grimlock, and I believe Mirage, Earth Mode Mirage came with him. So, you know, some people got confused when the Kingdom T-Rex came out and said, wait, is Grimlock Grimlock, or is T-Rex Grimlock, or are they two separate characters altogether that have nothing to do with the original Grimlock? I would say to you that the best answer for that is that T-Rex is his own guy, and that Grimlock formatted himself into a smaller body in the Beast Wars, you know, era for, like I said before, energy consumption. That's a whole lot of character background, but I just wanted to kind of clear it up because I've heard the debate before. This, of course, is the KO of this Ultra Class mold. So the first thing you're going to note is that the guy has been drastically downsized. He is no longer ultra class. He's now more the size of a deluxe, right? What you would think of as a mainline deluxe. Even in the modern age, I don't really have one here at the moment handy, but I mean he's about the size of say, I don't know, Earthrise, Cliff Jumper, Bumblebee, or Reflector from Siege, maybe about that height, maybe. Maybe around the height of Studio Series 86 Brawn, or Huffer, or I don't know, Beachcomber, like about that size, right? So, you know, it is what it is. Now, in terms of look and looking like, Megatron, he doesn't, because that's not who he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be T-Rex. Looking like T-Rex, it's not bad. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's not bad. So let's start from the bottom and work our way up. So the feet should certainly be red. The claws, they should probably be painted. The pelvis should be blue, and his thighs and his torso should be more of a beige color. But I'm not angry at the thighs and the body being a gray color. The arms, yes, they should be red. Yes, there should be purple detail on the top of his head and his claw. The arms inside should also be red, but they're not here. He doesn't have the mutant mask thing, so that's not behind his head. And while his head is red here, it should probably be more of like an orangey color with a blue face. But being red with a silver face, I'm okay with. Here's the thing. A lot of the color layout isn't exactly accurate here, but when you see the red version of Beast Wars Megatron with the purple paint on the the head and, well, going down the spine basically of dinosaur mode, it's T-Rex. I'm going to say it's about a 7 for the look of the guy overall. What about the articulation? There are things here that are definitely compromised for the KO, and I'm going to talk about them sort of in comparison here. I'm going to leave this guy here in case I want to reference it, but let's again start from the feet and kind of work our way up with T-Rex. So he still has the same swivel at the knee as that one does. He has the toes that can hinge up and down as that one does. He has the heel spur as that one does. When we get to the waist, this guy still has, get the arms here out of the way, this guy still has a waist as that one does. These side pieces, they move not as freely as those, and they're not spring loaded, but they do move. The head does nothing. That head goes left and right and can look back and stuff. Well, I guess this head can look back. It goes in his body like this, but no left and right here. That's a bit of a bummer. Then we have this arm over here. It can go out, right? The shoulder can go, get this out of the way, the shoulder can go all the way up and down and stuff. The mouth can open and close. And we do have an elbow for a gorilla arm. Now, this one up here at the shoulder has a separate piece so that this arm can actually rotate thusly, right? This one doesn't, so you're not getting the head rotate. That's a bummer, but it is what it is. The other arm over there, it too has a cut right up by the shoulder. So the shoulder here can go, again, forward and back, no problem. That one has a cut so that you can turn the tail around to have it facing forward like it's done right there. This one doesn't have that cut. So again, you're stuck with the tail going like this or all the way out to the side like that. It does extend out. Again, it's not spring loaded. So the spring loaded stuff is gone. The ability to not have this guy gorilla armed is gone. And he's smaller. The articulation is mostly there except for the arms. I said before that the look for the guy was a 7. I'm going to say the articulation is about a 7. Again, maybe 7.5. We'll say 7.5. Why not 7.5? So overall 7.25. We're going to do the transformation and then we'll get out of here. We already know what it's like for this guy, so we're going to take the official Megatron out of it and focus on the smaller lad. Remember, right now, between look and articulation, he's scoring about a 7.25. His feel and hand is okay, and for a KO, he's not bad. I mean, you gotta remember, man, he was $3 Canadian. $3 Canadian, and he's really, in terms of articulation, really only sort of missing the shoulder piece. By the way, I don't think I said it, but the legs, they can certainly go forward, and they can certainly go back, and again, if you get these moved, because you can move them, if I move them down, like, get them out of the way a bit, and, you can get out to the side pretty good. I don't think I said that. But nevertheless, there you go. Let's take him out of it and focus on T-Rex. And I presume that this will be pretty familiar to most folks. We're going to take these arms up, the little T-Rex arms up and out of the way. We're going to turn the legs around this way and bring them down and bring those in and bring those in by rights. These are a nuisance. I'm not going to lie. Because they're not as good as the original, they can be quite a nuisance at times. Okay, so we're going to bring those up for now. I may have to move them again. The body extends out, the head goes back, And we should now be able to, yeah, angle it up right here and turn it, I'm hoping to the side, like that, and bring that up over like that for now. And we bring all that just down there like that for now. Then we should be able to bring, assuming we have all of this in, see what I mean? Like, it is a bit of a bear, I'm not gonna lie, it is a bit of a, there, around like that. Holy smokes. And then this, I gotta roll that forward. This should come up over, and then that can roll up right there. Ha ha ha! Have you seen me kind of fiddle with this? Take that one down, and then this also comes up over. And then this curves back up in place. Unfortunately, the hips kind of don't move, and these are somewhat limited, so getting them to actually fit in here is a nuisance and imperfect at the best of times. And we straighten that up, and we straighten that up, and we put those together. I gotta fiddle with these, but in the end, boom, in essence, here we have T-Rex in his dino mode. Let me just adjust those legs and bring them forward a little bit more. And there you go. I mean, I guess you could lean him forward, but I mean, he doesn't like to stand that well. The legs are the real downside to this guy. And for some reason, my legs aren't straight. Maybe my hips aren't lined up perfectly or something. I don't know. It's a KO. Again, it is what it is. I'm going to give the transformation for this one, though, because it's not great. I'm only giving it about a 6. The body's great, but they really needed these to not be compromised so that you can actually move the legs ahead proper the right way and whatnot. Trying to just even rotate, like they don't want to fit. And that's a real shame, because otherwise it's a decent KO of this mold. I'm going to say the transformation, like I said, is only about a 6. He was getting a 7.25. Overall, this might be a 6.75 or so. It's an okay T-Rex. It's fine in robot mode, even with the arm limitations, but the dino mode leaves something to be desired. I do like the purple on the back, so I will give it that much. Overall score, 6.75. And here we are once again, here he is, and he's not bad. The real weakness here is, I don't even mind the spring-loaded stuff being gone, because I'm not a spring-loaded guy. I do wish, though, that this by our shoulder, I guess, could rotate, and the same here. I wish they could rotate. If they had that, I would have very little gripes here in robot mode. In dinosaur mode, the only gripe I have are these side pieces. They make trying to line up the legs virtually impossible, and it results in him standing at a really weird dinosaur angle. I'm sure you could probably, get an extra centimeter here or there if you finagle things. But I sort of accept that, you know what, it's a $3 Canadian KO. What do you really expect? Compared to the actual one, I mean, the head is limited. There is a waist, which is nice, but the arms are limited. It is what it is, right? I don't care about the character of T-Rex enough that I was interested in spending a leader class price point at Toys R Us at the time of like $84 to get this. I know, zero interest. But for $3 Canadian, yeah, sure, I'll add a version of T-Rex to my lineup. Why the heck not? Let me know what you think about this little KO or the character of T-Rex, in and of himself. I appreciate you guys coming by, giving me some of your extremely valuable time. I do know how important it is to you. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you know what to do. Use the donate link, check us out on Patreon, see what we have to offer to you through spring, or of course hit the join button at any time and become a channel member. While you are at it, please, I invite you to hit the subscribe button and stick around and have some fun with us here on the channel. And especially do not forget that somehow, some way, each and every single solitary day, you right there, you do make a difference in the world, and I look forward to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams on Thursday nights, at the stop motion premieres, or the old fashioned way, right here, inside the videos.